Could the story swirling around Diddy be more than just sensational headlines? Let's find out. Jaguar Wright, a notable figure in the music industry, recently made some shocking claims about Diddy. In her interview with Real Life Productions, Wright didn't hold back, alleging that Diddy is involved in trafficking for Hollywood elites. She described unsettling scenes where money and sexual favors are the currency at exclusive parties. She suggested that Diddy might go to extreme lengths to silence anyone trying to expose him. Now, let's add another layer to this already complex story. Cassie, Diddy's ex, filed a lawsuit against him. The contents? They're eerily similar to what Wright claimed. Cassie accused Diddy of unspeakable acts, including trafficking and other horrible deeds. The lawsuit seems to add some weight to Wright's allegations. But is there any truth to these claims? Wright's statements are bold and direct. She accused Diddy of using his position as the owner of Bad Boy Entertainment to coerce staff and aspiring artists into performing intimate acts. She didn't just suggest, she outright claimed that Diddy uses his power to feed his ego at the expense of others. In a riveting revelation, Jaguar Wright shared a story about a young, ambitious female lawyer at Bad Boy Entertainment. This lawyer, whose name Wright kept under wraps, had big dreams. She was on the fast track to becoming the head of legal at Bad Boy, a major coup for any attorney, let alone a woman in a male-dominated industry. But her journey took a shocking turn. The lawyer walks into Diddy's office, expecting a regular day at work, but what she witnesses is anything but ordinary. She sees Christopher Williams performing oral sex on Diddy. Wright emphasized this wasn't about pleasure, it was a display of power. Now, let's shift focus to Cassie, Diddy's ex. In a lawsuit filed on November 16th, she laid bare a decade of alleged abuse at the hands of Diddy. Cassie's journey with Diddy, once her mentor and partner at Bad Boy Records, took a dark turn over the years. She was just 19 when they met in 2005, Diddy being almost twice her age. In the beginning, Cassie wasn't keen on the idea of dating someone much older. However, their relationship sparked after a performance together at the MTV Europe Music Awards in Copenhagen. Diddy started playing a significant role in her life, showing up at personal events like her 21st birthday, and even scolding her for her lifestyle choices. As 2007 rolled in, Cassie's life began to change drastically. Diddy's influence over her grew stronger. Allegations suggest he started drugging her, leveraging his positions to demand obedience and loyalty. Remember Cassie's unique hairstyle with one side shaved? Turns out, it wasn't entirely her choice. Diddy saw the style on another woman and decided Cassie should have it too. What boyfriend wants, boyfriend gets, she said, showcasing the extent of Diddy's influence. But things got even darker. The lawsuit details how Diddy trafficked Cassie, involving her in acts with other men while he watched. These events, known as FOSS, were organized by Diddy at his Los Angeles home, often involving masquerade masks and directed by him. Despite Cassie's discomfort, this became a regular routine. Drugs played a significant role in these FOSS. Diddy supplied substances to Cassie and the male actors, creating a dangerous environment. Sometimes, he would get so intoxicated that he'd physically assault Cassie in front of these actors. Cassie tried to erase evidence of these events, but Diddy insisted on keeping them. This level of control and manipulation is deeply unsettling. Then, in a dramatic twist, Cassie tried to leave Diddy, but he wouldn't let her go. The abuse she faced was severe. Physical assaults resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and even bleeding. In one instance, Diddy reportedly destroyed a man's car for showing interest in Cassie, demonstrating his possessiveness and volatile nature. Flash forward to 2022 at the BET Awards. Diddy, on stage accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award, thanked Cassie for being there during his dark times. This public appreciation stands in stark contrast to Cassie's claim in her lawsuit, where she described being a victim of his oppressive and harmful behavior. The lawsuit's details about Diddy's behavior towards Cassie, like forcing her into uncomfortable situations and making her carry his gun, are hard to digest. In 2010, a baffling incident unfolded involving 50 Cent, Diddy, and Cassie. 50 Cent reportedly got his hands on some explicit photos of Cassie with other men. Thinking it was out of line, 50 sent these photos to Diddy, expecting a reaction. But Diddy's response? He didn't seem fazed at all. This nonchalant attitude led 50 to believe that Diddy already knew about these photos and that Cassie's actions were influenced by Diddy. Imagine 50's surprise. He thought he was alerting Diddy to something potentially damaging, only to find out Diddy might be in on it. 50 Cent has long seen Diddy as a figure who's willing to do anything to maintain his power and influence in the music industry. He's openly criticized Diddy for what he perceives as sacrificing others to climb the ladder of success. 50's beef with Diddy extends beyond this incident. He's called Diddy out for exploiting Biggie's legacy. Despite being close associates, 50 accuses Diddy of trying to overshadow Biggie, even suggesting that Diddy profited off Biggie's death under the guise of honoring him. This culminated when 50 publicly slammed Diddy for a track that sampled Biggie's sound, accusing him of disrespect. The complexity of the relationship is further highlighted by a claim from Diddy's former bodyguard. This bodyguard came forward with some serious accusations about Diddy. If someone so close to Diddy is speaking out, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Jaguar Wright, with her sharp observations, adds a rather mysterious twist to the narrative surrounding Diddy and Uptown Records. She's raised eyebrows with her claims about a disturbing pattern in the fates of Uptown's co-founders. Kim, Heavy D, Andre Harrell, all have passed away under conditions that Wright describes as mysterious. The common link, they all worked closely with Diddy. But wait, there's more. According to Wright, these weren't just random, unfortunate events. She points out that except for AIB, Sure, who narrowly escaped death, all these co-founders, including Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, died in ways that don't quite add up. Kim Porter's case is especially troubling. Officially, she died from pneumonia, but Wright tells a different story. She mentions how police initially tagged it as a homicide and talks about toxins found in Porter's autopsy. Strange for someone who, as a model, would be very in tune with her body, right? Jaguar Wright doesn't stop there. She throws in another shocker: the claim that these Uptown Records co-founders were all working on tell-all books about their lives and careers, which would inevitably feature Diddy. Cassie's story intertwines with this narrative of control and manipulation. The court documents reveal that whenever she tried to leave Diddy, he would use his network to track her down and lure her back. He even went as far as purchasing hotel security footage from one of their encounters, during which he allegedly assaulted her. But Diddy's alleged manipulation wasn't limited to women in his life. Jaguar Wright also spoke about parties hosted by Diddy, suggesting they were platforms for abuse and exploitation, particularly of young men in the industry. She claimed that these parties were venues for sexual acts in exchange for money and fame. Wright even went as far as to mention other high-profile individuals like Will Smith, alleging their participation in similar activities at Diddy's parties. She also mentioned Diddy's influence on young artists like Usher, introducing them to adult lifestyles at an early age. As more details emerge, fans and observers are starting to believe that Diddy could indeed be guilty of many accusations leveled against him. Some fans are openly expressing their anticipation for what they see as Diddy's impending downfall, drawing parallels to other high-profile cases like R. Kelly's. The feeling that Diddy has managed to evade the consequences of the #MeToo movement, but might finally be facing retribution, is palpable among these observers. There's a sense of justice being sought, not just for Cassie, but also for Kim Porter, another of Diddy's exes, whose death under mysterious circumstances still raised questions. Adding to the intrigue is Diddy's recent move to return music rights to Bad Boy Records artists and settle outstanding payments. This action, while seemingly generous, has raised eyebrows. Why now? Is it a strategic move to clean up his image or pacify potential accusers? The most telling development, perhaps, is how Diddy handled Cassie's lawsuit. Rather than countering with a defamation defamation suit, he opted for an out-of-court settlement within 24 hours of the lawsuit being filed. The speed and secrecy of this settlement have led many to speculate that Diddy was eager to keep the details from becoming public. Rumors abound about the settlement amount, especially given that Cassie reportedly turned down a $30 million offer from Diddy in the past. So, what's your take on these complex and controversial stories surrounding Diddy? Do you believe there's truth to these allegations, or could they be exaggerated claims? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.